Hey everyone, this is your DJ Brian on The Drive, and you're listening to The Drive-In on TBS efm. It's Monday morning here, the start of the week. It's actually really cold outside. It's always cold this week. I can't stand it anymore. Not only because of cold air, because the cold weather is very dry as well. And I'm very dehydrated these days. I wake up, my voice is dry, my body's dry. I gotta put extra lotion on. Anyways, it's the start of the first full week of the new year. And unfortunately, it seems like we're all done with the holidays. There's no more holidays coming up, no special days. So it's gonna be a sad, sad month for everybody. But actually, it's not, because guess what? In 4 days, in 4 short days, guess what's coming up? Take a wild guess. All right, I'm gonna tell you the answer anyway. It's my birthday on Thursday, so I'm so excited. Yes, I'm gonna finally be old enough to drive. Get it? Because our show is called The Drive-In. Anyways, bad joke. But if you guys are very interested on my birthday, actually not on Thursday, but Friday night, I'm going to have a huge birthday extravaganza at V Hall. That's in Hongdae area, and everyone's invited. Yes. Whoever comes first, you get better seating, or I guess it's a standing venue. I'm not too sure. But you get to spend the birthday with me. I'll be performing. Hopefully have some special guests perform. And a lot of my personal friends will be there, so you guys can mingle, get to know each other. Just have a good time, because it's Brian Ju's birthday party, and that's how I roll. Anyways, birthdays are a time of reflection. So on that note, we're going to start the show off with a reflection song, a self-reflection song. None other than MJ himself. I know what you're thinking. It's Monday, so you're thinking, Mike Jones, he's going to sing live for us? Oh, heck no. No, I do not want Mike Jones to sing to me. I mean, he sang to me before. Not going to happen. I'm talking about none other than Michael Jackson himself, my favorite all-time artist. And this comes from the movie Moonwalker, which was released in 1988. So here's Michael Jackson with Man in the Mirror. Welcome back to The Drive-In on TBS efm 101.3 in Seoul and GFN 98.7 in Gwangju and 93.7 in Yeosu. I'm your host for the hour, Brian Ju. It's a wonderful Monday morning because it's the start of a new year. Yes, the full start of a new week of the new year. So it's going to be exciting. Yes, it is. And I just want to let you guys know how to get in contact with us here at TBS efm. You can call the studio at 02778-1013 or simply send us a text at #1013 for a charge of 51, or send us an email at efmdrivein@gmail.com. Or you can tweet us away at efmdrivein. That's at EFM Drive-In. For you guys who don't know Twitter and all that online stuff, as a little symbol looks like a little A. There you go. Some info for y'all. And remember, if you have a request, the songs have to be from a movie or a TV show. They can't be just any pop track. So, with that said, I want to say earlier, we had a Twitter comment, from Twitter. Ayuko was saying, good morning, and I request Ben by Michael Jackson from the movie Ben. I didn't know there's a movie called Ben, but yes, we played a Michael Jackson song in the morning for the opening track, so I hope that makes your day. So Ben, we will keep in mind for the future. Also, we have some other Twitter comments I want to go over right now. We have Nikki Lewis. She said, ha ha ha, happy early birthday. Thank you, Nikki. That means a lot. I don't need gifts, but if you feel like sending gifts, I'll take them. You can send them here at EFM, TBS EFM. We will take them. Hopefully, if they're nice gifts, Eugene and the producers won't steal the gifts. So I'll screen them. I'll hire some people to screen them at the airport. We have one from Ebony Short. Happy early birthday, Brian. Sorry I can't be there. Well, Ebony, I got your birthday gift. That ring I'm rocking it right now as we speak. So thank you very much, Ebony. It means a lot to me. From New Mexico, thank you so much. Christina Lee wrote, warm greeting from Malaysia. It's hot over here. The thought of coming here to do a program. Oh, are you thinking of coming here to do a program? Your fans here would love it. Well, Christina, if you're inviting me and you're going to cover all our airfare, I'm talking about me, the producer, Eugene, the engineer, and also get us a hotel, we will be there. Yes, we will. That would be something new for us to do, an actual live broadcast of The Drive-In from Malaysia. But with that said, we're going to go to the scene of the day. Now, today's scene comes from a film that really doesn't fit into any kind of category of some sort. We got action, comedy, romance, also a little bit of adventure and fantasy. So it's also for kids and grown-ups. So very few movies can boast that kind of a wide variety for, audiences to like. And the movie came out in 1987, and the movie is called The Princess Bride. And this movie is not well known for having high-profile actors, but there were a few people who were notably famous in smaller roles, like the wrestler Andre the Giant, who was in this film, as was Fred Savage, who played Kevin Arnold on The Wonder Years. I don't know if you know that show. That's a show that I grew up with in the States. And yes, it was a interesting movie. I know I saw this movie, but I'm not 100% sure if I liked it or not. I gotta rewatch this movie. And we're gonna go over today's scene, which the scene is where Wesley, the main character, is trying to rescue the princess. And he's defeated the giant and the swordsman, and now the man with the brains is his last obstacle. And he devises a plan where there are 2 drinks, and he wants to poison one so he can get, the guy to drink the poison drink, obviously die. And the smart guy will drink the one that's not poisoned. So, with that said, I don't know what happens in the scene. I don't remember the scene, so let's both have a listen. Wow, this dude's really happy. This dude's really happy that he just poisoned somebody. That's not nice. Anyways, we find out that both glasses ended up having some poison after all. Yes. So obviously, even if he chose one or the other, he's going to die anyways. But later, we learned that actually both glasses, even though they're poisoned, what's-his-face, Wesley, also had an immunity thing for the actual poison drink. So he doesn't end up dying at all. Yes, he was immune to the poison. So, with that said, I just want to say, smart Wesley, you're not too bright. Alrighty, I'm gonna watch this movie again. I know it's probably gonna be something I'm not gonna really like, but I just want to get back, to the storyline and understand what's going on in this scene. Anyways, let's go ahead and listen to a song from this film. Here's Willie DeVille with Storybook Love. That was Willie DeVille with Storybook Love. Yes. I hope you guys weren't falling asleep because that song it's a good song, but it's Monday morning. It's a little gloomy outside here in Korea. The weather isn't all that great, and if you're in a funky mood this morning, that might put you to sleep. So, with that said, I'm going to bring you back up. Wake y'all up. Yes. And today is Monday, so Mike Jones, Mr. Mike Jones will be joining me in the studio. I'm trying to rap, yo. Anyways, he's got his punch-yo meter. Yes. I'm a little goofy today. Yes, it's the new year. I'm happy because the world didn't end in 2012. But, rumor has it, a lot of people believe 2012 is still 2012 with the lunar calendar and everything. So December 12th or 21st, yeah, whatever. That date's going to be in February of this year. So believe what you want to believe. You know what? I don't believe in any of that, junk. And we have some Twitter comments right now. We have from Brian Drew Canada. She says, I remember this movie. There was this As You Wish scene with the dude rolling down the hill. I do not remember the scene at all. As You Wish. Yes. See, this is why I need to see the movie, because I don't know what y'all talking about. Oh, man. I hate that when I don't know what y'all talking about. Also, we have one from Melanie. As she said, I love the Wonder Years. Of course. What was Fred Savage's girl? Was it Winnie? I think that was her name. Winnie. Yes, she was adorable. Also, Nikki Lewis wrote, I have a request. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure in Time or I Can't Break Away. All right, we'll keep that in mind. Oh, I haven't seen Bill and Ted's in a long time. Keanu Reeves is, I guess, the start to his career. He came out with a little, weird, crazy character. Anyways, we're going to go straight into the next request. And the next request comes from Sylvie. Yes, and it's from the soundtrack of the movie The Family Man, which is one of my favorite movies. I have too many favorite movies. And it came out in the year 2000. And this film starred Nicolas Cage as a high-powered investment broker who had money, power, rich dude from this big city. And then one day he wakes up to find his whole world changed. He's got a wife, kids, mortgage. And this is done to teach him a lesson on respect and the true value of life. So, with that said, let's take a listen from this movie. There's a song from this movie. It's sung by the Delphonics. And here's Lala Means I Love You. Check it out. Welcome back to The Drive-In. Now it's time for Action Monday with Mike JJ.
Here I am to save the day.
Actually, I don't need to be saved. I'm not in distress or kidnapped or anything.
I am here to save you, Brian, from yourself.
Oh,
yes.
I didn't know I captured myself.
I was the only thing I could think of in the moment. Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing today? Action Monday. How are you doing, Brian?
I'm not too bad, but as you can see, I'm a little dry today.
Right.
I realized the winter season in Korea is not that great with hydration.
Right.
It's hard to stay
Gotta get one
hydrated.
of those humidifier things.
I do have to get one.
Yep.
I used to have one.
Okay.
But mine was about 3 or 4 years old, and I heard that if you have an old humidifier, it's better just get rid of it because
Right.
in between where the actual thing actually bursts out little humid fumes, whatever you call it, the pipe, you can't clean it.
Right.
And it builds up bacteria,
Right.
which is actually worse for you. So I ended up throwing it away. So I need to get a new one.
There you go.
And hopefully use that for another 3 years. But I haven't had time to go get one.
I understand. Well, I've got something for you today. It's not
A humidifier,
It's
thank
not
you.
a humidifier. It's not a humidifier. You know, you went to last time you went to LA. You brought back some gummy fishes. You said they were your favorite candy, and you actually gave me some.
Oh no, you didn't.
Oh, I didn't get gummy fishes.
Well, then get out the studio.
Because
get out of my studio.
Gummy fishes aren't my favorite. What I got for
is
you
this?
is big feet.
Wow.
Bigfoot gummy
Oh.
thingies.
I'm actually. Can you hear the bag?
Yeah, they're totally yummy. You can't get them in Korea. They're really, really yum. I was lucky enough to go home to Canada and
Ooh.
get some gummy foots for you.
And it's perfect because for people with like peanut allergies,
Right.
there's no peanuts in this.
So you are safe to eat it.
wow.
Yeah. So there it is. You know.
for all you
my gift to
paleo people out there, you can actually have this.
Excellent.
It's peanut free
Excellent.
and it's fat free.
It is fat free, but
I'm
we're
looking
not
at it.
here to talk about this. I just wanted to give it to you on the air because you're such a cool guy. So
First of
you know, I
all,
wanted
it
to
is
give a
my
little,
show,
little
so
gift.
I do
That's
things
right.
here.
That-
So I'm just joking. It's your
I didn't.
It's
hear
your
what you
time though
said,
right
so-
now. It's your
That's
time.
right. It's my time. It's my time. It's my time. If you could go back in time, Brian, what would you do differently to affect where you are now?
If I can go back in time,
Mm.
I would probably, I don't know, meet Anne Hathaway and marry her, and
Wow.
yeah.
Okay. So if you could go back in time, if you met Anne Hathaway today, you'd be like hanging with Anne Hathaway. You'd have little
I'd be in
babies.
Hollywood.
You'd have little Brian and babies running around, and life would be good.
Actually, on a serious note, what I would do is probably audition for a lot of Broadway musicals because I felt like
cool.
when I first started getting interested in musicals and acting and singing, I felt that the U.S. was a little prejudiced on that with all the race
Okay.
issues and stuff like that
Right,
with
right.
Asian Americans.
Right.
But even with that, I should have still put my foot down and try to, do different things.
To break into it, to
Yeah, while I was
to
in high
push
school.
past that. Yeah.
But I was always afraid. I was
Yep.
one of those guys who goes, no, I'm Asian. Not going to work.
Yep. Fear is a killer.
It is.
Fear is a killer. Well,
You
today's
gotta just
film.
go the distance, man.
That's right. You got to push through it. Today's film doesn't really have anything to do with pushing through obstacles like that, but it's so I guess all movies do because all movies have conflict and whatnot. But
Exactly.
anyway, today's movie does have to do with going back in time. Have you seen the movie Looper?
Back to the Future?
No.
I'm
Have you
sorry.
seen the movie Looper?
No, I did not.
Looper is kind of a brand new movie. It's just out. You can get it on iTunes now if you want to download
Okay,
it.
I do
or
wanna see
whatnot.
this movie.
It is an awesome film. It's all about the future. It's all about time travel and about kicking butt and all sorts of cool stuff.
It still sounds like Back to the Future to
It's
me.
not like Back to the Future, and here's how it's different. Okay, Looper takes place in the year 2044. Now, do you know who Joseph?
Whoa.
Yeah. Do you know who Joseph Gordon-Levitt is?
Yes, from Third Rock from the Sun.
That's right.
Yes.
Right. Joseph Gordon-Levitt plays a guy named Joe, who's a well-paid hitman, and his job is to kill people who have been sent back in time from an even further future.
So now it's like Terminator meets Back to the Future.
Sorta. So
Okay.
he's in 2044, and people are sent back from like 30 years in the future, and his job is to kill them. That's his job. So they get sent back, and he like
That's a cool job.
blows them away. It's a really cool job. Except the movie takes a twist when all of a sudden his future self is sent back, and he's tasked with the job of trying to kill his future self.
And who was his future self?
His future self is played by none other than the groovy, cool super actor, Mr. Bruce Willis himself.
Okay, I know this poster. I saw it, and I was thinking, okay, I don't know the storyline or anything, but Joseph Gordon-Levitt
Yep.
and Bruce Willis,
Yep.
they look nothing alike.
Yeah, and that's honestly one of the flaws of the movie is that Joseph Gordon-Levitt actually wears makeup to make him look a little bit more like Bruce Willis. So that part
Does
is
it
kind
work?
of it's distracting. Actually, it's distracting. I actually would buy it. I think even more if it was just him as himself rather than he's got like this lipstick that tries to like make his lips look a little bit like Bruce Willis. It's kind of gross. I don't know. The dude looks like a
So
walking
naturally,
mannequin.
Bruce Willis wears lipstick on
No,
on the regular?
I don't know what they did. They stretched his lips out or something and did this weird funky thing. But
Okay.
anyway, it's a
Whatever
fantastic
works,
story. It's
Whatever
got
the director producers wanted.
it is it's it's a great movie. It's got these great themes, story themes like redemption, the power of choice, the power of love, loss, regret, sacrifice, all sorts of things, including, and this is the most important point because hey, this is Action Monday. There is tons of action in it.
Tons of action.
Tons of
Are we
action.
talking about like gory action?
We're
with,
talking
like,
about
blood
seriously
and guns and.
There is definitely some blood, like there's some few people get shot in the head and
I
stuff.
don't like blood.
So if you don't like watching people get shot in the head, then that's good. Or if you don't like watching people blow up in slow motion, don't watch this movie because there's an awesome scene where this dude gets like blown up in slow motion. You see him like tearing apart and blah, all over the. Sorry.
So you just ruined the whole movie for us.
No, man, because
Get
that's
out.
just one tiny part
Of the film.
Of the film.
Yes.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Stars Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Did you know? I don't know if Olivia actually met him. I don't know.
Olivia met him.
No, I don't know if she met him. You'll have to ask her. When
Oh,
she
I know.
comes here.
I know the connection. I see
Right.
the connection.
What's the connection?
Olivia was in a movie with him.
Yes. Do you know what movie? Olivia.
500 Days of Summer.
That's right. One of the
Yes.
coolest movies, by the way, with Joseph Gordon-Levitt, because he did Batman Rises. He played like the Robin character, which is very cool. If there's a
Is
future
it Batman Rise or Dark? No, wait. was it?
Dark Knight Rises.
Dark
sorry.
Knight
Yeah,
Rises.
thanks.
Yes.
He plays a cop in Dark Knight Rises, and I think if you like take that story into its future like potential,
You just
he'll-
gave away the end of his character.
I didn't know.
Yes,
I
you
didn't
did. You said his
give
name.
away
You
nothing.
just said his
No
name.
way, no.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
Anyways,
he does really good action movies, but he also does some really cool romance movies. And one of his great romance
Girls love
movies is 500 Days of Summer. I recommend that movie too. But that's another issue. We got to take a break, I think, and we've got a song from the soundtrack of Looper.
so the song will be the break, of course.
Right. The
Yes.
song will be the break.
Yes. And what song is this?
The song is actually called I Want to See Bright Lights Tonight by a group called Richard and Linda Thompson.
All right. Well, then we'll take that. We'll listen to that song. Be right back.
Awesome.
And that song was from the movie, right?
Yep.
I'm just making sure
It was.
because I want to make sure and check it out
Yep.
later on. All right.
You totally have to.
I want to see the Bright Lights Tonight. Great
Bright
song.
Lights Tonight. It was. I think it's an older song.
Okay.
It's really good. Yeah.
Sounds old.
Yeah, we've got a Twitter thinger there, and I've got.
It's funny because
I've been given some instructions.
yes, we got instructions on the road. Am I too fast? Please slow down. Motion, please.
I will try. Is that better?
No, this is actually funnier.
Uh-oh.
BFF Walker's Asiatics wrote, Mike, spoiling movie plots since dinosaurs roamed the earth. Oh my goodness. She put you on blast on radio.
That's the addict. She is still my arch nemesis.
No, because
Yes.
she loves you. She's tuning
She's the
in
one who
on
told me.
Mondays.
She's the one who told me to stop singing. You remember that a couple weeks ago? She's like,
She didn't
please
tell you to
stop
stop singing because
oh,
she
man.
didn't. No, but
Revenge.
No, she told you to stop singing because she wanted you to save your beautiful voice. Am I right?
Awesome.
Am I right?
So
Yes.
glad you guys are listening. You are all very awesome.
Also, Rhea just
Yep.
said you guys are funny. Brian and Seven Ethics. Mike, your energy's so high today.
I'm high on life, baby.
I'm wondering if you just had a whole bag of candy yourself. Actually, during that song, I was actually tasting the candy. It's really good.
It's really good.
I'm afraid that
Can you
had a whole
describe?
bag.
Because I'm sure right now everybody's very jealous that you get candy and they're like sitting home going, "What does that candy taste like?" So can you like describe?
It tastes very invigorating.
Oh,
I
excellent!
love it. It's from Canada,
Excellent.
and I love the fact there's a little sticker on the back. It says "Made in Canada," and it says "peanut free." I don't know though. Canada makes me speak with an accent.
No, I don't really know why you're talking like that because I don't know too many people in Canada who.
This
talk
is
like
This
that.
Morning with Alex and Peter.
Hello, everyone.
I hope they're
Yes.
listening right now.
Good news.
Good
Hey.
news. We have someone from Washington D.C. on the line.
I have no idea what Brian's talking about.
I see
but
what
that's-
happened. That candy you
what
gave
makes
me
it
is
very
crazy. I'm
interesting.
going crazy now too. We got to go back to the movie. We're talking about
Yep.
Looper right now.
We're talking about Looper.
with Josen. Josen.
Josen Juicen and his friend Juicen Dassen. Brian just snorted.
Joseph
Nice.
Gordon-Levitt and Bruce Willis.
Yes. It also
Oh,
stars.
gosh.
It also stars Emily Blunt, who I think is a very, very lovely actress.
She's that lady from Devil's Wear Prada.
That's right, and she was also in the Adjustment Bureau with
Yes.
Matt Damon, which is a really good show. It was directed. The movie was directed and written by a really unknown director, a guy named Ryan Johnson. Like literally, in fact,
Really?
I'm going to throw.
Oh my gosh, he's really unknown.
He's totally unknown. I'm going to throw this test out to listeners. If you can tell me or tell us the other two films that he's written and directed, I will give you a thumbs up.
Oh man, their answers aren't even here, so I'm trying to even cheat.
No. So I'm hoping that somebody's going to
Two other movies that Ryan,
send a
or is it
tweet
Ryan
in.
or Rian?
Ryan.
Spelled, okay, Ryan Johnson.
I actually did research on that because I didn't want to say Rian or Rian.
Rian.
Yeah, it's Rian.
It could be
Johnson.
Rian Johnson.
Yes. Now
So
it's time for French hour.
So the two films that he actually did other than this film.
I'm not going to say. They have to tell us.
No, I'm just saying for the listeners right,
Right,
now.
yeah, they
So
have to
guess,
guess-
tweet us.
Tweet us the
Yes.
other two
But you,
the other two movies he did.
you have to want to motivate these guys, the listeners. What are you going to give them if they get the answer?
I'm going to totally steal that bag of candy out of your hand
And mail it to them.
and mail it to them.
The whole bag or one piece?
No, I'm not going to promise anything because if I don't keep my promise, then that makes me look bad. And I don't want to upset anybody. So maybe next time we can work something out. We'll have a quiz where we can like give people stuff.
We'll send Mike and he'll give you a big kiss on the cheek.
Yeah, a big smooch-o-meter kiss on the cheek. Yes.
All right. So Ryan Johnson, that's the director.
Ryan Johnson. Yes, there's a bunch of reasons that people should watch this film.
And
number one, it's very just mentally stimulating. It's kind of fun. I like movies that talk about the future and talk about the past. I like the idea where time travel, where you consider what would happen if you went back in time and how would it change the future and how would it create a new reality for the present. I really like movies like that, and this movie has a lot of it. It's kind of it's really cool. There's different things happen to Bruce Willis as Joseph Gordon-Levitt changes his path. It actually affects the way Bruce Willis reacts in the film. And
does Bruce
really
Willis' character know that Joseph Gordon-Levitt is his?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, because he's the older version of him. So
I don't want to tell too much about the film because I don't want to give anyone.
I want to watch
fodder.
it now.
Really, what I've given you is not a spoiler for the movie. There really is like a whole amazing dynamic that goes on in the film. There's this one character called the Rainmaker, and I'll just say that the movie explores time travel. It also explores telekinesis. Basically to moving things with your mind. And there's one really powerful character
I can do that.
You can. Okay, so let's try. I want you to move. That young lady that's sitting out there monitoring us right now, I want you to levitate her.
Oh, well, after this corner's over, I'll go
man.
out there and use... You didn't say I can't use my arms.
No, dude, you have to use your mind.
I'm using my mind to use my arms.
There it is. Okay, so Brian outsmarts
there
me.
was a trick.
Yes, very good.
Yes.
The movie's got a really cool, it's got a bit of a spooky factor to it.
Okay.
Like
I love spook.
This telekinesis thing
is
quite spooky, actually. It's a little bit scary because, you just have to watch and find out.
Creepy movies are the bomb.
So, and what else? Yeah, it was a great experiment. Like on the part of the writer and the director, he experimented with an idea, and I think he did a really good job. I think the movie has a bunch of potential for spin-offs. So if somebody was interested and they wanted to take the concept and say, hey, I want to write something that this guy started an idea, and I want to write a new story that kind of spins off from this idea. I think it really has a potential for that.
I'm gonna do this in my next video.
You totally should. You totally should. It's it presents a really interesting image of the future of North America, like economically and kind of socially. And I think it's really interesting. It's really interesting. I'm not going to get too detailed in it. There's the whole idea of I don't want to spoil anything too much because I really want people to watch this. So
we got to give them the evaluation.
We will give the evaluation.
How many punches?
How many punches?
That's
Any punches? Huh?
You want to make it sound French?
Yes, this is punches. Well, sometimes I give soft punches. Sometimes I give hard punches. And today I'm going to give 4 hard punches.
Okay. I like that in the middle.
That's the wind cutting as my arm does the little hook. The reason I'm only giving it 4 is because there are some logical holes in the story. You'll watch it and you'll be like, not holes. Believable. But I love that. It's about time travel. What part is not supposed to be believable?
Exactly.
And the other part is Joseph Gordon-Levitt's makeup. They needed to get rid of that. That was annoying.
Okay.
But there's great tunes. You hear some great music on the film.
Great music from the movie.
Right. Including...
That says we have to play a song. But when this song goes out, unfortunately, Mike will have to leave the studio.
I will.
But we want to thank you very much for talking about this film.
And thanks for listening, everybody. You guys are awesome.
And Mike, personally, Agni D wants to thank you because she says now she can understand what you're saying.
Thank you. I'm going to work on it. Thank you very much for that feedback.
We'll just make sure he doesn't eat candy before he comes into the studio.
No.
All right, we're going to play Chuck and Mac, and this is from the movie, right?
Yep.
Yes, this is Powerful Love, and Brian will be right back.
Yep. Bye, everybody.
See you, Mike. Once again, that was from the Looper original soundtrack. That was Chuck and Mac with Powerful Love. I'm going to go straight into some Twitter comments right now. Nikki Lewis wrote, answer! Because we have to... Oh, that's right. Mike was asking a question. He said, which other 2 films did Ryan Johnson direct? And Nikki Lewis answered. The answer is Brick, The Brothers Bloom, and Evil Demon Goofball from Hell. She cheated. She wanted Google. Actually, that's not cheating. Everyone's using Google these days. All right. I'm not sure if that's the right answer. Mike, is that the right answer? Number 2's right? Both of them right? All righty. All right, Nikki Lewis, you got the right answer. So we'll send you Mike for a week to be your slave. That's what we're going to do. Where do you live? Let us know where you live, Nikki, so we'll send him to you. But you have to provide the first class plane ticket if it's overseas. There you go, Mike. See, I'm helping you out. Also, we have one from BFF Walker Asiatics. She wrote, don't steal candy from Brian. Aw, she's on my side. I don't think she likes Mike that much. Just joking. But right now, it's the end of the show. Unfortunately, yes. But it's Monday, so that means you have a whole new week to listen to my show. So, don't be so sad. And the next song we're going to play for you guys right now is requested by Ejin Young. And this is Glenn Hansworth and Marketa Iglova singing Falling Slow from the film Once that came out in 2007. But stick around because 113 Main Street with An Jung-hyun is next. It's Monday morning. Stay warm. It's cold here in South Korea. This is Brian Ju signing off, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.